A few videos back I mentioned something about making some cheap, delicious pizza, and quite a few people said they wanted to know about that. So we're going to go up to Walmart and I'm going to show you a big bag of flour and how cheap this can be done. And then we're going to run my Walmart dumpster dive route, see what we can find there, and then we're going to come back and have a little pizza party. The exact recipe is down in the description, and I'm keeping it real basic. You don't even need a recipe for this. I'm just going to give you the exact ingredients so it'll come out perfect for you. Get you a big chunky bag like this. 25 pounds flour. You can cook an amazing amount of pizza and breadsticks and cheese bread with that. Came off here to get a few groceries. I show you that giant bag of flour for $7. Found it at any Walmart, I'm sure. Now we're going to go run my Walmart dumpster dive route. Let's see what we can find. It's a little chilly out here this evening. But when you're riding a bicycle or doing physical labor, it's really not that cold. It's a famous quote by Abraham Lincoln. He liked chopping his own wood because it warms him twice. And that's actually quite a brilliant quote. Well, I don't know if it's a brilliant quote. It's more of a common sense quote. But isn't it strange how common sense is kind of considered brilliant sometimes? Just some little brassy bits. Interesting tote down there. Totes are always worth checking out. Look how icy this is. That's just a sheet of ice. This dumpster is super dangerous to climb on right now. So I'm not gonna jump up there with my feet and stuff. I'm just going to see real quick what the tote has in store for us. Based on this, that's just an empty tote. A little empty bag underneath it. I won't ever try to sell something like that to somebody. That kind of stuff could be very dangerous. Looks pretty nice though. This generally won't be thrown out in the middle of winter unless there's something wrong with it though. Or I suppose they were running it non-stop for a month and it cost like $280 or something on their electric bill. So they just threw it away, something stupid maybe. That's a nice clean little dish thing. Actually gotta put that here. It's in good shape. That's kind of nice seeing that ice water. I just got a flat tire. See, I put that slime in my inner tubes. Just instantly sealed the hole. I highly recommend that slime. You can buy it at Walmart. It's like $8, enough to do a few tires. A lot of people say they don't like slime because it's messy, but would you rather be stranded somewhere with a flat tire or get a paper towel and wipe up a little liquid, you know? I don't know. I'd rather walk 4 miles than wipe off a little liquid off my bike rim. That's actually a pretty bad puncture. So I gotta keep the wheel spinning to keep enough air in it. Because that slime, when the wheel's spinning, it covers the whole wheel. And the air going out, the slime goes out and seals it up. But if it's too bad, then, you know, if the hole's too big, the slime, it's not a cure-all, but I'm gonna ride home and not walk home. So we're gonna cut this a little short. Let's go have some pizza. Slime will save your goose. I'll put the Amazon link down there in the description if you want to have a look at it. It's great stuff. It's not a cure-all. It's a cure-a-lot. Very convenient. Like if a nail or a thorn pops your tire, all you gotta do is just pull it out and spin the wheel, and it's instantly sealed. That's an excellent invention. It's wonderful. For small punctures, that slime will literally seal up the puncture for years. That's when the punctures start getting, you know, too big. That's when it'll fail. But for small punctures, it's just awesome. There it is, all the way home. And as you can see, there's enough air in it to ride home. I even got the heavy stuff back there. Plus I weigh about 160, and it was the type of puncture that without slime in it, it would have been flat in a matter of seconds. Let me try to show it to you. You can see slime on the frame right there, the green stuff. Oh, where'd the hole go? There it is. I pulled a piece of glass out of there. And I was actually right here before I even left to go up to Walmart and make this route. That was how confident I am in that slime. And it held. And then I had my bike parked, I guess, maybe like that, with the hole on top of the tube for too long. And it's a big enough hole where the slime ran down to the bottom, and there wasn't enough slime in there. But as long as that tire is spinning and it keeps that slime in it, it'll hold up. But it's going to be a big enough hole where I'm going to have to patch the tube or get a new tube. But that slime, I can't tell you how many times that slime has saved me production and labor hours, and just, you know, like, especially on my motorcycle, I would get like nails and stuff stuck in my motorcycle tires, and I would just pull them out and just start driving away, and just seal up right away, and it'll seal up for years. It just takes a big puncture. So that slime that I have linked up down there in the description, check that out. In my opinion, that's the best invention in the automobile world in probably a century, in my opinion. As embarrassing as that is. Well, not my opinion, but that's the best invention. Pretty embarrassing. What did Bill Gates say? If cars advanced the way computers have been allowed to advance, we'd be driving $50 disposable cars. Recyclable disposable cars. One and a half cups water. Vegetable oil. You can use olive oil, more expensive stuff if you want. Quarter cup of that oil. And a loud dog. Your trusty spoon. You can put salt and sugar in here too, and you can put really whatever you want in here. Oregano or parsley or garlic, or, you know. A little salt and sugar is not going to hurt. I'm not going to put anything in it. I'm just going to keep it real basic. It may not look like it's right, but if you put in close to those amounts of those ingredients, it'll be about perfect. Now the fun part. Now it'll start looking like something. See how that's working? You should have enough for 2 pizzas right here. If you want to make more, just double the recipe. You can put yeast in it too if you want. I'm not going to, because I'm just going to throw this in the oven right away, and it's not really all that important. But if you want your dough to get a little more fluffy and do some rising, you can put this, a packet or 2 of this, into your dough. 2 pizzas. It doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be pretty. It's not going to taste any different. I'm going to go ahead and make mine round. That's the kind of screen Domino's and Papa John's and those places will be using. A lot of people might tell you to use a cooking stone, but I would just use a screen like this. If you don't have a screen like this, you can use a pan like that with some flour or oil, or a pan like that, or a pan like that, or a pan like that. Or if all you have is a baking pan like that, that'll work too. If you don't have a screen like this and you're just using a normal pan, you want to put a little oil on it or some flour just so it doesn't stick to it. A screen like that though, that's just the real deal. You can't go wrong with that. Some sauce. You can go cheaper, you can go more expensive. Put about that much on there, maybe. Less or more, if you like. Get you a big spoon. Go something like this. If you like extra sauce, you can put more on there. I think that's about what I want right there. Mozzarella cheese. I paid $2 for 8 ounces. You buy in bulk, it gets cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. Of course, we didn't put the whole jar of sauce on there, and we're not going to put the whole thing of cheese on there either. So that's not how much it costs. That's just how much I paid for the bag. Put as much as you like on there. That's the fun part about pizza. It's really hard to mess up. There really is no recipe. The only thing is just to get the dough close to right. That's really the only ingredients you need to worry about. The rest you can just basically do what you want. I put about $1 worth of cheese on there. You don't have to put that much on there. When it melts, it'll really spread out. And you can put any kind of cheese you want on there too. I wouldn't buy Velveeta. Velveeta's gross when it melts. I'm gonna go with a little onion, a little black olive, and a little mushroom. Oh no. That actually proved my point. It is nearly impossible to mess up a pizza. Pretty much have to burn it. You can make big chunky pieces, little pieces. Do whatever you want. You can put whatever you want on it too. I could put some sauerkraut on there. I could put some broccoli on there. I could put some corn on there. You may want to use dry mushrooms. Make sure you drain these kind real good. As long as you put them on top of the cheese, they'll cook up nice. There it is. 14-inch pizza. I forgot to mention that. You can sneak all kinds of healthy things in here for your kids. A lot of times pizza is considered a junk food, but I have to really disagree. I think it's almost a health food. You can sneak all kinds of good stuff, healthy stuff in there. We've got plenty of stuff left for another pizza. Great value in doing it yourself. You can make a big batch of this dough up, cook one pizza right away, take the rest of the stuff you got left, and just wrap it up. I should use plastic wrap, but I don't have any at the moment. That's not that big of a deal. That's the thing with pizza. Nothing's really that big of a deal. Just get that dough fairly close to right. That's the only thing that really matters. And then don't burn it. And wrap this dough up like this. I just put it in the fridge and it'll stay good for a long time. And if it dries out a little bit, what you do is you just take some water and just rub some water on it. Or spray some water on it. But just rubbing a little water on a dry dough ball just perks it right back up. If you were to just put the dough in here and put like a paper towel over it, it'll stay good like that too in the fridge for a real long time. It'll dry out a little more. A big bowl like that is always handy for making your dough, and then when it's all done, everything just goes right in here. It's just a done deal. Right to the sink. The oven's set at 425 degrees. I'm wearing my chest harness for the first time, so hopefully I'm getting a good shot of that. We'll call it 12 minutes in a pre-warmed oven. Number one way to mess up a pizza. Don't burn it. You might want to get a trusty paddle. They always come in handy. There's something to do the job anyway. They make the pizza life a lot easier. There's what it's looking like at 12 minutes. Oh, that just smells awesome. Put that guy back in there for another 5 minutes or so. At this point, your entire apartment or house will just be smelling like just a beautiful pizzeria. Just let me see if you can hear this or not. You know what that sound is? That's awesome deliciousness. If this is something you want to get into, you'll want to have a decent little pizza cutter. This is all stainless steel. Hold up for a real long time. Doing it with no yeast will produce a nice crisp crust. You put that yeast in the dough and let it sit for a while. It will make it fluff and expand. It's oil, water, and flour to make the dough. And after that, you just do whatever you want. A decent sauce is going to help. But, I mean, you just do whatever you want. There really is no recipe. And it's just, I mean, watch this. Just look at that. Look at that. It's just, I mean, It's steaming hot, so let's see. Oh yeah. Crisp. That crust is flaky and crisp. It's actually extremely good. And that's the thing, is a little too much water, not enough water, too much oil, not enough oil. It's going to produce a different crust. And you can just, I mean, just end up doing whatever you want, you know, the way you like it. It's just, I mean, oh, you know what? That actually is quite delicious. That's a very good one there. I'm gonna go eat now. Thanks for watching. The dough recipe's down there in the description.